We have arrived in 1770, and though it may be a couple days late, we're celebrating Valentine's Day.
Yeah,
Happy Valentine's
we got
Day.
out of the TARDIS. It's now 1770.
Correct. At this exact moment, we're stranded. We have no way of getting to Dad. On Wednesday, the 23rd of May, 1770, Captain Cook said, "We saw some bustards, such as we have in England, one of which we killed that weighed 17.5 pounds, which occasioned my giving this place the name of Bustard Bay." The significance of 1770 is that Captain James Cook landed first in Botany Bay down in New South Wales, and 1770, this location where we're standing, was the second place he landed in Australia, but it was the first time he ever landed in Queensland in May 1770. And Cook described the countryside as visibly worse than at Botany Bay, with dry and sandy soils, woods free of undergrowth, the same sort of numerous birch trees, mangroves skirting the lagoon, and palm trees on the low, barren, sandy places. We are going to Lady Musgrave Island this morning, and everybody has all their bags on their lap so that we can
Keep them in the car.
keep them in the car for safety purposes. You guys excited? All right, here we go. We're here. Bit of a dive. Phoebe, what are you about to do? Yeah. I'll stick with you guys. I'm actually gonna probably watch Phoebe the whole day. Okay, tell us the plan for today, mate.
So we are in the town of 1770. We're at the marina, and in about 45 minutes we shall depart the Great Barrier Reef. So we're loading up out, getting out on catamaran. We get out there.
No, we can't get on until the captain comes out at about 8 something. 8:30.
Get out stuff.
You guys see?
2 hours of waiting. We went early.
See the yellow boat we're going on? There it is, right there. We're all gonna get on that one. It's a shame we're not getting on that one. That would
I
be
know, I was
fun.
talking about the yellow one over there, and someone else was like, oh, look at this.
Alright, the weather is perfect for today. Nice air conditioning in here.
Before we head out on the creek, we just have to do a little bit of marine safety as we are heading 32 miles in open ocean. But before we get into that, introductions.
Okay, he's like looking at through these waves. Here we go, is another big wave. Well, Finn and Phoebe went down with seasickness. Even though Finn's been volunteer this whole trip. Hello, kids. What are you guys up to? Just sailing out. I mean, motoring out to the Great Barrier Reef. Oh, real quick right now. Yeah. Man overboarding it. Phoebe fell asleep. She got sick. Everyone big did not get sick. Poor Finn. Poor Finn. Sorry you don't feel well, baby. Don't worry, you'll feel great once we stop moving. Lady Musgrave Island is a protected lagoon located in the Southern Great Barrier Reef, approximately 60 kilometers east of the town of 1770. Our boat was able to enter this 3,000-acre living reef through a deep water canal. This island is aptly described as an underwater oasis, and we are very excited to explore the wonder of this underwater world within the protection of the lagoon. Lady Musgrave Island is located on the southern end of the lagoon and was named after Lady Lucinda Musgrave, the wife of Sir Anthony Musgrave, a colonial governor of Queensland. Today, we will be taking a glass-bottom boat to see the reef and sea turtles on the way to this 35-acre island.
I'm going to swim to the bottom and then pull them up. Just read about both of these.
Lady Musgrave Island. You love it. Put your hat on.
I was surprised when I saw it.
When you first look upon the beach at Lady Musgrave, you would be forgiven for thinking it was a white, sandy beach, but it is actually sun-bleached coral. Sharp and very unpleasant underfoot, sandals are a must. This island is built entirely of coral polyps and is covered in dense Pisonia forest, she oaks, and pandunce trees. Very friendly. In many ways, Lady Musgrave is an untouched island, nothing more than a campground and a toilet block. But it is home to thousands and thousands of birds. It is a significant seabird breeding ground with over 22 different varieties of birds.
It looks like an A.
It does! A for apple. The trees provide ample nesting locations, and as there is no soil underfoot, the trees must receive all their nutrients from the abundant bird poo. The smell is a bit overpowering. Oh, it smells like bird poo. The southern cays and reefs were first charted between 1819 and 1821 by Lieutenant Philip Parker, King Royal Navy. The early Navy mariners left goats in a number of locations and coconut trees, for they believed that if people got shipwrecked, they had a goat to eat and they had a coconut to provide them with some sort of liquid. Well, this didn't work out so well for the vegetation on Lady Musgrave. As their goat numbers grew to an estimated 200 to 300 hungry goats by 1927, a report in 1928 says, "The undergrowth has been completely eaten away by a flock of goats which have inhabited the place for years." However, the goats kept multiplying and the vegetation suffered further damage. In 1948, an attempt was made to eradicate these menacing goats, bringing their numbers down to around 18. However, goats were subsequently reintroduced. It was not until 1974 that the now 300 goats of Lady Musgrave Island were finally eradicated, after menacing the island for over 150 years.
3 different types of turtles. We have green turtles, we have hawksbill, and we have loggerhead, all of which unfortunately are endangered, but this is one of their main breeding grounds in the Southern Great Barrier Reef. So when turtles lay their eggs, they drag themselves up onto the beach and they'll dig out these holes, and they can lay up to 400 eggs in each of the nests. Part of the island we get lots of black-tipped reef sharks. They're not scary, they only get about this long, so no need to worry about them. You see their little fins sticking out. They're the waves.
The bleached white coral reflects the scorching Australian sun straight into our eyes,
causing a rather unpleasant glare. Well, we're truly hot and sweaty and ready to dive into the cool turquoise water. With over 1,500 species of fish, as well as manta rays, reef sharks, and sea turtles, we're keen to get off this island and out into the reef.
Wow,
And so the whole island you're just on, did Jessie tell you that it's literally just made of broken pieces of these branching corals, and they can be broken off in storms or whatever. There you go.
Can you see her right there?
Car wash for a turtle. Just rub it back in.
Thanks, Captain. It's been a beautiful day.
Excellent.
We saw sea turtles and so many fish. Did the captain say you could drive the boat? Look at me and smile. Got it. It's freezing in here.
Okay, so it's on autopilot, so it'll drive the right direction. But what you need to do is keep a lookout to see if you can see anything. Yeah, that's the steering wheel, but we're on autopilot, so you don't need to worry about that. What you've actually got to do, and this is what driving the boat is all about, making sure you're not going to run into it, and then looking at these numbers. That one's 87, this one's 84. You've got to keep an eye on them to make sure they don't change.
So we lost a pool noodle, and so I had the privilege of being told by the captain, yell out the back as loud as you can, man overboard. And everybody looked at me like I was insane.
And then they're like, look around.
They're gonna have to scoop up the pool noodle.
And then so they're just using it as a drill.
So he's using it as a drill. There is the pool noodle right there. It's set.
Probably is ours.
It's probably ours. So now someone's gonna have to hook it. Done. We did it. We collected it.
We collected the non.
Hey, you'd be glad that Captain was so fast at getting that if that was you in the water.
Mama, look, I'm the captain. Because I
You
got
are.
the captain hat.
You are the captain. If only it was that easy, huh?
Well, there we have it, folks. Pablo the pool noodle has been retrieved successfully. Now, drills are something we commonly do.
What do you think? Was it fun? Hey, was it fun?
Diet.
My 2 lumps of sleepy children. Gaius is out cold right there.
What an amazing day out at the Southern Great Barrier Reef. The kids are exhausted as we arrive back at the dock at 5 p.m. And we still need to load up Dusty and hit the road. I think ice cream bars from an IGA grocery store may be needed. Next stop, Rockhampton. Just a quick 2.5-hour drive north, and if we hurry, maybe we might get to our friend's house before dark. As we continue to work our way up the east coast of Australia, I keep asking myself a question. Will we be able to make it all the way to Cairns? So far, the kids are happy, and Dusty hasn't skipped a beat. 2,022 kilometers done and dusted.